Blackberry Leap, I had to create a kind of a black box because first I wanted to show you, for example, here in the upper left corner, how the LEDs, the background LEDs, are glowing into the display. And believe me, you will see that at bright daylight too, but not on this camera. So I had to create this black box here, but I hope you could really see how the white black light LEDs have indirectly been seen here on the display. This is something I've seen for a long time, not anymore on newer devices, because this is something it shouldn't be happening still in these days. Nevertheless, I want to present you the Blackberry Leap, kind of a Z30, but a little bit cheaper now. At least here in Germany, Europe, we have a recommended retail price of 289 euros. So a little bit below that. And you see, for example, on the processor, what kind of a device this one is. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4, 2 cores, 1.5 gigahertz. This is something too I have not heard and seen a long time ago. We have now that Snapdragon 800, 801, 805, 808, 810, 810. So these are the newer ones. So this is really, you see on these things that this is an old device. And even if I'm grabbing it, I thought, wait, it's 5-inch, it's 720 by 1280. Well, for this kind of price might be okay. But from the look and feel, it's 9.5 millimeters thick. That's not that big, but 170 grams, and altogether it's a little bit the feeling like a brick in your palm, you know, 72 by 145 millimeters. So kind of a little bit, yeah, a little bit old-fashioned, the look and feel. And second thing you should be aware of, the battery is fixed. It's 2800 milliamps battery, so you can't remove this. That was something on the former Blackberry devices I've always appreciated. Yeah, and coming back to the display, well, if you're seeing the pixel density, the PPIs, we are at 294. This is 39% below the average. For example, the Vico Rich 4G, in case you might know this device in your country, this is priced at 219, and this again 289. These are the same kind of displays. So here you see that's still a little bit overpriced. Here we are Blackberry, even if it's such an old processor. Nevertheless, I really like the user interface, the Blackberry 10 OS, for example, here with that hub, and you can open this or just for partly open that. It's really, and all these gestures you will have from the bottom, from the top, or for example, that you can just start the device or wake it up from standby mode just with a swipe up over here. If you want to, you can of course deactivate that feature. So I really like that surface, but the devices are sometimes a little bit questionable. On the other side, you have here already seen that flap, I guess. Behind that, of course, as a SIM card and SD card. Up to 128 gigabyte, internal memory is 16 gigabyte, and something other manufacturers really should do the same one. As you can see here, you have that signs over here. This is for the SIM, and especially how these cards have to be inserted. Nowadays we always have that problem that nothing is printed on there. Maybe something you will find something in the manual, or on the back side there is a special grip on that, but you remove that first thing you pull it out of the box, your device, so you never can remember. So I really appreciate this one. That's something positive too. As you see here, rear camera 8 megapixels and videos in full HD, and a white LED. On the front side we have a 2 megapixels camera shooting videos in 720p. Yeah, if we have 4G, we have dual cell HSPA, but we don't have Wi-Fi AC, just Wi-Fi N, and not in the 5 gigahertz band. So just the older one, 2.4 gigahertz, and you don't have NFC in case that should matter for you. I can't imagine why, but Nevertheless, I wanted to tell you. But one thing I have to be aware that you remind this one, because I'm using a Windows PC, Windows 7 to be precise, and always I have the problem with Blackberry devices, and with this one again too, that when I'm plugging it in, normally regular Android devices, for example, just pop up and I see all my data on the device and can copy and paste all my data in both directions, but here nothing happened. So there was popping up a window, was saying, okay, install drivers. I clicked, of course, and then it wanted to install on the PC something like called, it's Blackberry Blend. What the hell this might be. I have already the Blackberry Link PC software installed. I have a Blackberry Device Manager in the system tray, and now the third software, that Blackberry Blend. Nevertheless, it didn't work. I could move my data with a Blackberry Link, yes, all my test samples and files over there but are now here on the device, but it didn't pop up nevertheless in the Windows Explorer. So this is something you should know too, in case you're using a Windows 7 PC. It's a little bit, you could get in trouble if you're not that pro on your Windows PC, and I don't know what the hell will be on Mac, so just have that in mind. Alright, I hope I could help you a little bit. Thanks for watching, and please be so kind to recommend my channel and to subscribe to it. Thanks for that in advance, and take care. Bye.